Alright everyone, this is Mike with Real Firearms 216. It's a little clean video for you today. A lot of people are becoming new gun owners, and see a lot of people just taking their guns straight to the range. And what you should do is thoroughly clean the gun before your first trip to the range. Now this is a friend of mine's Glock 43X. It's brand new, never fired. And Glock likes to use a lubricant from the factory that is copper based. And take the mag out. We'll see if we get a look at it. Yeah, you can. Right in there. So they send this out on all factory Glocks. Other companies use other products, but always on Glocks there's this copper anti-seize type of lubricant on here. And a lot of people will just go straight out to the range and they won't clean this off, but they definitely should. So let me get this out of the way and I'll just go through a quick cleaning of what you should do when you buy your first gun or any new gun really. It's real simple, and you don't need to go out and spend a lot of money on any of these products. This is some cheap stuff, Hoppies 9. On any cheap gun kit, they usually come with this kind of stuff. I'm not supported by them, and you could buy whatever you like, but I've been using this stuff for years. And what I like to do whenever I'm cleaning a gun, I like to use a mat. I like to get some paper towels out, some Q-tips, and usually something to clean the bore out, but these bores, they don't put any lubricant on it, so I'm going to leave that be for now, and I'll just get right into how I like to clean. So first we use the gun bore cleaner. Just get a little bit onto a Q-tip, and slowly but surely work away all of this grime. And I mean, I usually break out, depending on how dirty the gun is. If it's a new gun, I'll probably use, who knows, 10 Q-tips maybe less. But if it is a, well-worn firearm, or a firearm that I've just been to the range with, and it has maybe, 100, 200 rounds in it, I like to clean it quite a bit more thoroughly than I will in this video. So I always like to go over one area with the bore cleaning solution and then the dry side of the Q-tip. I don't know if you could get, let's see if I can get this to, yeah, you could get a good look at that, all the gunk that is. Now this material really, the lubricant that I'm using really isn't for slide lubrication as actual function. It's more of to protect against corrosion, and it's of that nature. So that's why when you get a new gun and you first rack it, it's usually really gritty. That's why it's always just a good idea to just clean that all out. A lot of people will buy a brand new gun and then go straight away right to the range, and then they'll always have problems, and they'll always ask the instructors, or they'll ask the guys at the range, what's wrong with my firearm? And usually the first thing they'll ask is, well, did you clean it? And it's oftentimes they say no, I just bought it. And it's just real important to clean out these firearms before you use them. This is a tool that's meant to be, well lubricated while used. And see, that's about just as much as you need to do. You don't need to go crazy on the first clean, really, with a brand new firearm. You just need to make sure that you get that old stuff off and you just get some decent grease in. So on the frame here, I just like to go across the rails a little bit. And then these same points where I'm cleaning off, I will be lubricating with oil, very small amount of oil. You don't have to go crazy, and if you do put a lot of oil on, either the slide or on the frame, it will just slowly work its way out. Let me get that stuff out of there. So whether you buy a handgun or a rifle, I always suggest just clean it before you shoot it. This gives you a chance to learn about the firearm that you have. You know, I mean, it depends on your level of firearm knowledge as well. This is another reason why I really like Q-tips is with these little bottles, with these little squeezy tops, you often will put, you know, a big glob on small areas like this when you could just put a very small amount when you put on a Q-tip. Also, make sure if you are using Q-tips like I am, don't leave any the little Q-tip residue, this little furriness that are on the Q-tips in your firearm. That could possibly cause a small malfunction. And another thing I do like about these bottles specifically with little tops like this is for the slide, what I'll do is I will actually put a small one singular drop like that per side, and I will let this sit like this for about, you know, 30 seconds or so. Doesn't take too long. It'll work its way down the grooves. Let's see, it's right about here now. So just a little bit longer so it can work its whole way down the grooves. After I've done that, I will run another clean Q-tip across that area so it's not, you know, excessively oiled. You don't want a ton of oil, you just want enough so that the firearm will function properly. And that should be good. Get that out of there, clean up here. And then another thing I like to do is I like to put like a tiny coat of oil over kind of all the metal surfaces in the slide. Just really small amount, just rub it in all over here. All on the metal surfaces. And then I'll take again the dry side of a Q-tip like this and just kind of wipe it down so it's not excessive amount of oil. Again, you don't want an excessive amount, you just need a little bit. And as I said, this is my buddy's firearm and he just got it. Oh, another thing I like to do before I say that, geez, is just a tiny bit of oil up here and a tiny bit over here on the barrel. Now that's on the feed ramp. And then we can start piecing this back together and check for function. See, like this. Left a little bit of oil there. Can't have that. So we take a little bit of paper towel and take it away. Take this, put it back together, now lined up. And then work the slide a little bit. Ensure that it functions properly. And that's mainly it. So with every new firearm you purchase, I would always suggest cleaning first. You know, it helps you learn about your firearm. Whether you're new to shooting or if you're, you know, that firearm is new to you. I don't care if you have one gun or you have 100 guns. You should definitely learn each individual firearm you have to be, you know, well versed and understand what you're using and how to use it. But this is a nice little piece and hopefully he's gonna like it. And we'll see, maybe I'll do a nice range video one day with this little firearm. I don't own a 43, but I own quite a few other Glocks. But anyways, you guys have a good day. This is Mike from Real Firearms 216, and hope to see you guys soon.